Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. That was a lot closer to the camera than I thought it'd be. Hello, everyone. My name is Kate, and welcome back to more Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. Last time, we did more side questy stuff. We got to see how it's like having Millium and Crow in Class 7 now, and we start exploring the old schoolhouse once again. This time, so as always, I made my way through the whatchamacallit here, the 5th floor. Not really too much of note, kind of just walk through it. I mean, the enemies are cool. I can just show you what they look like in the this section here. You got Polyjelly, Glaceron, and Frostbiters. Yeah, that's kind of it. Got the treasure chests, and yeah, we honestly should be pretty much ready to go on to the boss here. Can't really think of much. I didn't do too much farming as opposed to like how I usually do. However, though that does remind me for some reason, new moves. For Millium, she's gained Riot Beam, attack set line medium, and gives a 25% strength debuff. Argetlum fires a beam of light, and okay, this next one is very interesting. Crow obtained Wild Card. Support 1, random effect on ally or enemy, draws a card, leaving everything to chance. What will happen? Oh boy. Okay. So I used this once. I used this one time during my like attempts of like farming, like, or just going through the area a little bit. The effect that I got just instantly, I don't remember exactly the effect I got, but all I know is that an enemy was instantly killed as soon as I picked the card. But I'm terrified. Now that would obviously mean it's a good thing, right? Considering the past I've had with skills of these types in games like this, I guarantee you there's just a skill that's going to insta-kill the entire party. Or the user. Not sure. But one of the two is guaranteed, at least. Millium's so short. Sorry. Small. I'm not sure how often I'll use Wildcard. But maybe every now and then it'll be fun to just mess around with. We'll see. Maybe. I make no promises. Alright, let's get to the boss. Let's see what we've got. Also, if I sound like I'm a bit louder than usual, or... what the... Okay. Hold on, screw whatever I was going to say. What is this?
This one's nasty. Watch out.
This one's horrifying.
Here I go!
What in the world are you? Uncerta?
That's for you!
A giant beast with a body covered in ice. Freezes all with frigid blizzards. You know, maybe I should have predicted that there'd be an enemy of ice. Considering a lot of the enemies that I've got that were in the dungeon were ice related. So maybe I should have predicted that. Only Blind and Nightmare are really good here, it seems. Everything else, either immunity or low chances. And it's only weak to space. Alright. Not sure how this is gonna go, but we're gonna test it. Rapid Ball!
My turn.
I was able to delay it at least. Let's see here. As always, we're just gonna have Green just be the close-up fighter. What are your odds to being inflicted with burn? 0. Gotcha. Poison, seal, mute, sleep, faint, confuse. Faint, really? It's very rare for a boss fight to actually be susceptible in any capacity to faint. Sure, it's not a likely chance, but it's still a chance. Yeah, it's very unlikely usually for bosses to actually be hit with faint, so it's kind of surprising to see that. Might want to try and abuse that if I can. That being said, can I? Oh yeah, I got this. I got Yggdrasil. Summons a sentient tree to skewer enemies. This was one of the items I got from, or one of the quartz that I ended up getting from, whatchamacallit, the dungeon. I'm very curious. What do you mean a sentient tree? I want to see this. Milliam's already got a shield, so she'll be safe. Maybe it'd be okay to actually... You know, if you were able to become hit with Fate, then... Go!
Gotcha.
It did! It hit! And it had heal. Yggdrasil! Okay. Gonna be honest, I was expecting something with like arms and stuff, but just seeing a tree that's actually sentient is a bit more intimidating in my opinion. It just looks like your ordinary average tree and it's suddenly just attacking you. How's that not terrifying? It might be worth to just go for 200 CP S-crafts, actually.
Leave it to me.
Yeah. Maybe wait until we get a crit or something. No, resist the temptation. I'm better than that. Ice missile. Nope.
Too slow.
You missed.
My turn.
Milliam, I feel like I'm always going to have as the character that's... Milliam seems like a tank character, honestly. Because she has the perfect move for being a tank. Which is the move that allows her to just instantly put up a barrier. Like a physical barrier. It's kind of perfect for her, really. Let's see if I can't delay this.
Bang, bang. Go.
Nope. Screw it. We're going for Flame Slash. I want to see how much damage this does.
My blade.
You may be ice, but let's see what fire I can burn through ya. Okay, that's a decent chunk. I feel like I'm about to have a decent chunk of myself back.
It's my turn.
Here, please.
Oh, thanks.
Here I go.
Let's see. Let's do Phantom Phobia. Nope. Uh-oh. Miss. You're doing a lot of heavy hitting. Not gonna lie. Not liking it.
Arcus,
If I do this, this should be able to heal up all
Leave
of
it to
them.
me.
I don't know. I'm so used to games like Pokemon where... Does Nightmare require me to put you to sleep first?
Arcus activate.
Or can it just be inflicted?
Oh, thanks.
Much better. Ice Missile.
hang in there.
Oh, thank you.
Here I go.
It feels a lot better. If I had known going into this that I'd need to be worried about freeze, I would have gone a lot more freeze.
My turn.
I'm not actually too sure about how this fight's going, honestly. I know how it's going. Not good. That's my answer. I want Reen to get closer because I don't want the rest of them getting attacked. Ideally, not good.
Here.
Not good. Frost Edge. That might freeze. Okay, we're good.
I can do this.
I can't reach Reen. If I were to do another Holy Breath, it would not reach. Actually, I can make it work. Hang on. Sends a Crow.
My turn.
Do another Phantom Phobia.
Leave it to me.
And we'll move Crow right here. Perfect. That'll do.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks.
Range should be
Here we go.
fine, I feel. Maybe not for long, but I could probably 1 or 2 more hits should be fine. There we
Now's
go.
your chance.
Aha! You missed.
Too slow.
Counter.
Yeah!
Alright, Phantom Phobe.
Leave it to me.
It might be worth it to try just going for... Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Rock's Raven! All at once now.
Cross Raven. See ya.
Bye-bye. Good damage.
You okay?
Thank you.
I can do this.
I don't know if I can actually heal both at this rate, but... I think I'm gonna want to heal him health-wise first. Yeah. I just realized the problem I just did. Just in case something happens, I'm doing this. Okay. Uh-oh. Incoming!
Yes, sir!
Would you stop freezing rain?
Thanks. Go.
Healing pulse. Ow. Speed down.
Hang in there!
Oh, thank you.
My
Yes.
turn.
There we go.
Flames, gavel on my blade.
Run for me. Strike!
Strike.
Alright.
Leave it to me.
I don't know why, but I want to move you here. I feel like I do at least. You know what I can do? Attack normally with you. That even works. Sure, rush it. Come on, you two!
All right.
And then we'll throw in Geigen Breaker. Pretty sure everyone's used their S-Craft in this fight. Smash him! Rush! Wow, that's a lot. Holy crap.
Right!
Just a little more.
Arcus activate.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay, that's a little many people. Ah! It did 1 damage. Nice. 3.
All right.
I'm a bit worried. Rapid volley. That works. It didn't kill though.
Oh no, you don't.
Oh, green!
Hang in there!
Too slow.
Did that? Really? Really? Okay, I'll take it. Not the ending I was expecting, but satisfying nonetheless.
Okay, it's safe for now.
Fun fight though.
Great. Yeah. Hey.
Glad that's over. Man, I wasn't expecting something like that to just pop out of nowhere. I didn't have any trouble linking with my Arcus, so I call those field tests a rousing success.
It's because I got Lammy, but it didn't seem all that tough. Well, you both proved pretty reliable, and that's what counts in the end. Still, it seems like every floor's guardian is stronger than the last. We're gonna need to be careful if we want to keep pushing forward here.
Oh, I agree. If I remember correctly, the next floor should be the last, isn't it? Still. There's no tremor this time. Yeah, I was kind of half expecting one.
Huh? What tremor?
Yeah, there was a tremor down here last time, and then that red door showed up. Huh, really? Doesn't seem like anything's happened this time, though.
Well, we're sitting here looking at a dead end, so let's get out of here already. I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, it's probably evening by now. Let's head out, then. Keep your eyes peeled for anything that looks different, just in case. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and take a look at what is the, this is a little early, but I'm going to take a look at what is the practical exam going to require us, like, what is the recommended stuff for the practical exam, because I want to make sure I have things ready. So let's see. Practical exam will have... I will only be restricted to having Crow and Milliam in my party. Oh god. Oh no. This is not okay. So I'm actually looking at what the... Okay. So there's going to apparently be 2 battles during the practical exam is what I'm looking at here. And one will require that So for both, I have to make sure that no party members die. That's already a scary thought. Then the second part of the other conditions are what scare me more. For the first battle, I have to make sure that I counter and evade a enemy attack. With the whole no one dying thing. And then for the second fight, which probably actually seems a little easier, is just to make sure to cancel an art in addition to not being KO'd. I'm more so worried about the evading and countering one. I mean, if you just, now that I think about it, if you just evade once, then there's a good chance that you get the counter anyways, so... Oh, it does have like it does have actually a guide here that says, that gives a recommendation of what to do, which I see. Okay. Considering we know, the guide actually gives me a nice strategy that can help with making sure it doesn't become too terrible of a chance getting the counter and evasion. The goal, the idea here is to take the, I think it's, yeah, this one, the Falco. It's not as strong, but it gives insight. Insight, and apparently insight should help increase evasion, I think. So if we use that for a bit. Yeah. Insight should be able to help. Does this get the Shining? Yeah, it does. Apparently Shining gives like a 50% of a boost to evasion. And then, again, okay, aside from that, we should be fine. It's just a matter of whatever we're actually fighting against, making sure they don't one-shot us somehow. That's in the investigation, though. Worst comes worst, I'll have to redo a save. Alright. Huh, it sure got cloudy while we were in there.
Looks like it's gonna rain.
Yeah, looks like a storm's on the way. Sharon was right. So Sharon's hunch turned out to be true after all. At this point, I shouldn't even be surprised. I guess floor 5 didn't have anything like that red door to offer up. Yeah, I kept looking on our way back just to be sure, but nothing really looked too conspicuous. Maybe there's another piece of internal logic to the old schoolhouse that caused the door and that suit of armor to appear.
True.
Actually, that reminds me of something George said the other day. After all the time he spent with it, he still doesn't understand how that thing was able to move in the first place. So even George. Yeah, whatever technology was used to make that armor, he's never seen anything like it. And if George can't make heads or tails of it, it must be like nothing else out there.
Huh. Sounds kind of like Lammy. Even I don't know how he moves around.
Bruh. Good grief. That rain! Rain! I guess we stood around chatting for too long. Better head back before we're hit with a full shower.
I thought you never ask.
Alright, we'll leave the rest to you, fearless leader. Why do people keep thinking I'm some sort of leader?
Okay.
Milliam?
So this is the place Gramps was talking about, huh? It does seem like there's gotta be something here. I don't think Force Sloan's gonna cut it.
Milliam? She's probably talking about Osborne, isn't she?
Sorry, coming.
Silver Bell. And an additional bonding point we can use from now on. Alright, let's look at what the guide has to say for... So, bonding events. We only have 1 point we can use right now, but our options include Fee, Machias, and Toa. I feel like I should do Fee. I don't know, maybe I should. I don't know. Nah, I'll do Fee. Why not? Okay, before we do that though, apparently we can also, if we go to the music room, we can get a profile. This is not it. Am I crazy? Oh, I'm blind is what I am.
We just finished clearing up both of our performance equipment. I'm still not over just how good that was, though. I'm still disappointed I couldn't be part of it, but they blew my expectations out of the water.
Hey. Next up, so yeah, we can do our, apparently if we return to the dorm, that's how we end the free day. So I just want to make sure of that. Let's go hang out with Fee. Where is Fee again? By the gymnasium. I can't run. I can only turbo. Oh. What? Are these the flowers Fee is raising? Hard to believe they've grown so much so quickly. Can't imagine torrential rain will help matters though. I'm sure the gardening clubs are running over here right now, but maybe I should make sure they're okay until someone gets here. Let's take care. Okay, let's see what I can do. First things first, I need materials. We can gather materials from the storehouse and got to work on fortifying the flower bed. It's time to go to work. This isn't going to be easy, though. Green? Toe? Fee! Fee!
Didn't expect you to be here. You've even gotten everything prepared.
Well, I was passing by, so I figured... Fee, why don't you have an umbrella?
Don't worry about it. We have to take care of the flower bed first. Will you help?
You're unbelievable. Okay, let's get this fixed up as fast as possible. There we go.
This should be fine.
It'll keep the flowers protected at least.
Phew.
And that's why I was worried about you. Come on, let's get back to the main building.
Okay.
Goof.
Towel-dried Fee's soaking wet hair. That should do it. Still can't believe you ran all the way out here without an umbrella. What were you thinking?
I was worried about the flowers.
That's not an excuse to get yourself sick. The last thing I want is for Laura to get all worried about you now you two's made up. Not to mention the rest of us.
I know. You'll go gray with all this worrying.
That's just fine by me. Class 7's practically family to me. I can't help but worry about everyone.
Thanks. Looks like the rain's about to let up. The flowers should be okay now.
I'm sure they are. They should be blooming before too long, too. Keep up the good work.
Yep. You'll be the first person to see them when they do.
Guess there's something to look forward to. Alright, next up, there is a hidden quest, apparently. Alright, let's see. First up, go into town and then head to the house south of the pawn shop, apparently. So, south of the pawn shop. This is not the pawn shop. So this is the pawn shop, so down south. So this one, right? You?
Kurt's certainly taking his time. I wonder where he went.
Pretty sure he went over to Annie's, but I'm getting a little worried with all the rain.
So their son hasn't come home yet. Have to keep an eye on him. eye out for him. From here, we go to the Trista Chapel. I assume we're just looking for a kid who's probably sleeping on one of the chairs. Yep. Hi. Hey, kid. Looks like he's fast asleep. Don't think there's any risk of him catching a cold since it's still warm, but...
Rean from Class 7, is that you?
Oh, hello there. That's right, sister. Actually, you're from the same year as me, aren't you?
Why, yes, I'm Rosine from Class 5. I see Kurt's fallen asleep.
That's his name. Reminds me, his parents were awfully worried about him.
Oh my. It is getting late, so I can understand why.
Yeah, how'd he end up falling asleep here anyway?
Well, the Wind Orchestra held a performance here today. Kurt was so excited about it that he ended up staying right here to bask in the ambience of it all. All the excitement must have tired him out.
Oh, right. That performance was today, wasn't it? Kinda wish I could have seen it. Now I get it.
He really must have been exhausted to have fallen asleep here, though.
Yeah. I feel kinda bad waking him up when he's sleeping so peacefully, too. What's so funny?
Nothing. I just realized how kind you are. But don't worry. I'll be sure to take Kurt back home.
On your own?
How else? I'm much stronger than I look. Carrying home shouldn't be too much trouble. It might be tough to do without waking him up, though.
Well, he doesn't look too heavy, but it feels kind of wrong to leave this all to her. Especially since it's raining outside. I'm doing it. Mind if I lend you a hand? I feel bad about making you take him home on your own.
Are you sure? I feel terrible for forcing my job on you.
Seriously, don't worry about it. There's no way I could leave you to carry him on your own when it's raining this hard outside.
You really are so kind. Can I trust you to take him then?
That's the idea.
But how do you plan on doing so without waking him up? You can't let him get soaked in the rain either.
Oh, right. That is a problem. I can't hold him and an umbrella at the same time.
Well then, allow me to take up the umbrella duty.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Let's be off then.
Sleeping boy started. He's sleeping really soundly.
Yeah, he seems so at ease. All thanks to you two.
Speaking of which, are you alright? You looked all drenched.
I can't believe you let yourself get soaked while keeping me over the umbrella over me. I know it's summer and all, but you must have been freezing.
Oh, it's fine, honestly. More importantly, thank you for letting me use one of your towels. You brought our son back. Of course we're going to let you use the towel. I'd be happy to lend you a spare set of clothes too if you want. No need to worry. I have some of my own at the church.
Well, if you say so.
Regardless, thank you for braving the rain to bring Kurt home. Please, take this to warm yourselves up.
Premium coffee. Thanks.
I'll be sure to enjoy it later.
Okay, let's head back to church.
Oh, are you planning on going back with me?
You only got one umbrella, so that's a given, right? Don't be nervous now, Rain. You're just sharing an umbrella with a cute girl. That's fine. So we better get going.
Of course. Isn't your other shoulder getting soaked right now?
Oh, don't worry about it. It's just a bit of rain.
That won't do. I can't allow you to get wet. So,
I think this might be a bit too much. Maybe you should stay a little farther apart.
oh no, this is just fine.
Right.
Thank you for escorting me back. Oh, please wait there. I'll go make us some tea.
That sounds good.
Hey,
It didn't take you long to get change.
I did it while the tea was boiling. Please, help yourself.
I appreciate it.
Is something the matter?
Oh, no, it's nothing. She looks different when she's not wearing her habit. Oh, yep, that's it. Kind of hides her figure a little bit. Should probably ban that line of thought before I'm struck by lightning or something. Sorry about that.
You're really odd, Rean.
Rain. What are you doing? Alright, you be careful on your way back too. And thank you for the tea. It was delicious.
Well, I had to warm you up somehow. Oh, but look how many sweets we have left over. Please, take some with you.
Royal Sable. Luxury tart. You're just spoiling me now. But thanks. I'll see you later.
Indeed. Have a safe walk.
That was an easy side quest. There's apparently one other thing I can really do right now, which is if I go in here and go to the second floor, I should be able to find kitty cat. Milk.
Meow.
Sorry. Okay. Now that we got that done, I think we head back to the dorm and let's rest up and then get ready to do our... Oh boy, I'm a bit worried still. Enter the dorm. Still worried because I can still very easily
Welcome
screw
back,
up, I
Master
feel.
Bean.
Oh, hi, Sharon.
Hey there, Sharon.
I hope the sudden shower didn't catch you too unaware.
Well, thanks to you, it didn't.
Would you like me to fetch you a dry change of clothes?
Nah, I'll survive. Thanks to your warning this morning, I was able to avoid the worst of the downpour. I'm amazed you were able to tell a storm was coming that far in advance, though.
Yeah.
Chairman Arena takes a lot of business trips, so I'm used to keeping an eye on the weather. Never being caught unawares is just one of a maid's many responsibilities.
I can't really picture any other maids holding themselves to such an unrealistic standard.
Oh well.
I'll let you know when dinner is ready, so just wait in your room until then. I expect the meal will take a little longer to prepare than usual today.
Oh? How come?
Well, with 2 new residents in the dormitory, I thought I might make tonight's dinner a little fancier than usual.
Ooh.
A welcoming feast of sorts for them.
Really? That sounds like a great idea. Anything I can
Oops.
help you with for it?
Oh, could you? I'm actually short a few ingredients, so I was just about to step out to buy what I need.
I'd be happy to run to the market for you then. It's still coming down out there. Might as well go back out while I'm still damp, right? Don't worry about me. I don't mind.
Well, if you insist, I'd be happy to take you up on your kind offer.
Shopping list and some
Here's a
mirror.
list of everything I'd like you to buy. That should be exactly enough mirror to cover the expense.
All right. I'll be back soon then.
Take care out there.
Back out we go. Well,
Looks like the rain must have stopped while I was inside. It's gotten pretty dark out too. I'd better get back to the dorm.
Oh, hello.
huh? Oh, you.
Oh,
You wouldn't happen to be one of the Class 7 students from Thor's, would you? Out for a little late night shopping, are we?
Misty, right?
you could say that, but how did you know I'm from Class 7?
You're one of the favorite topics at our radio station, actually. There are plenty of people out there who want to know more about Thor's dashing guys and gals in red.
Oh, you work at the radio station? I think I've seen you around town a couple times in the early morning.
Oh, really? By the time morning rolls around, I'm usually so out of it. I hope I didn't look like I was about ready to keel over.
No, not at all. Hold on. Your voice sounds so familiar.
Oh, maybe you know me from the radio? Good evening, everyone. This summer's turning into a real scorcher, isn't it? To beat the heat, we're going to be broadcasting tonight from a park here in Trista. Ring any bells?
Wait. Huh? You're Misty?
Yep, sure enough.
From Abentime?
Misty. Hello. Nice hat.
Bingo. You must be quite the avid listener, recognizing my voice so easily. Glad to know I've got a faithful fan out there.
Wow. I never figured I'd meet Misty herself, especially like this. I always make sure to catch Abentime. It helps me relax while I'm studying.
Thanks. But it sure is serendipitous, you know? Having a chance encounter like this, just after the rain's eased up. Ooh, maybe I should mention this on tonight's show.
I'm not sure that I really constitute a noteworthy topic for a radio broadcast. It's kind of weird. I only know her from Abentime, but she seems just as friendly face to face.
Is something the matter? You're staring at me so intently. I feel a little embarrassed.
Well, forgive me if this sounds a little odd, but this isn't actually our first meeting, is it? If I'm not mistaken, we met once before.
Have we? What?
In a hotel in Heimdall.
Wait.
Wow, I can't believe it.
Wait a minute.
I never figured anyone would actually catch on.
Wait a minute. Are you? You are.
So you really are her.
What do you mean?
The Azure Diva herself, Vita Clotilde.
So that's...
Right you are once again.
Huh.
Honestly, even the people I work with at the radio station don't seem to have noticed, so I'm surprised you could tell.
Interesting.
That makes two of us. I almost didn't say anything because it just seemed too implausible.
So you're Vita.
But if you don't mind me asking, how did a star like you end up working at Radio Trista?
Yeah.
It's just a little something I do for fun on the side. Gotta spice life up a bit, right?
Fair enough.
The best part is, the people at the Opera House in Heimdall have no idea I come here to do my show every week. So don't go telling anyone, okay? It'll be our secret.
Of course. I wouldn't dream of it. I'm amazed no one else has figured it out, though. It's not like you use a different voice when you're on the radio.
Yeah.
Well, there's a little trick to it. You're not the only one who was surprised, though.
Huh?
I had this feeling I'd seen you before, but I couldn't put my finger on where. But it's you, isn't it?
What? Me?
Anyway, I have to get over to the studio now. Oh, and be sure to tune in to tonight's Abendtime. It'll be a fun one. Promise.
Wouldn't miss it.
And give my regards to those two, would you?
Yeah, I'll let Marcus and Elliot say hi. Huh. I'm a bit worried by what she implied.
Smells like lavender?
Lavender.
The fragrance really suits her. So Vita Clotilde herself has been hosting a radio show in Trista. Even if I told them, I don't think they'd believe me.
Oh, Emma.
Oh, welcome back.
Oh, hey there, Emma. Did you just get back too?
Yeah, I just returned a short while ago. Were you out shopping?
Yeah, Sharon asked me to go out and pick up a few things for dinner, though I ended up taking a bit longer than I expected.
Wait, do I smell lavender on you?
Yes.
This is perfume, isn't it? How did it get onto you?
Oh, right. I guess I must have soaked up the scent too. She did get pretty close. That's the only thing I can think of.
No.
Reen, I can only hope the reason you ended up taking longer than expected isn't because you were...
Whoa, hold on. You've got the wrong idea, Emma. I just happened to bump into someone I know while I was out. That's all. Nothing scandalous. Nothing I'd be ashamed of.
I never said it was. Though you do seem strangely defensive for a man who has nothing to hide.
Emma.
Huh. I wonder what would happen if Elise and the other girls were to catch wind of this.
Emma.
I swear, I just ran into someone I know after I left the store. Nothing happened. You just like raking me over the coals, don't you?
You're an asshole. Oh, hi.
Oh, Master Reen. I see you've returned. Were you able to get everything I asked for?
Sure did. Let me bring it over.
Help me. Help me.
Lavender. Huh. No, that's impossible.
Do you know Misty? Everyone sat down. Newspaper? Oh. Imperial Chronicle. Breaking news. Terrorist attack. Follow-up. A representative for the Imperial family has spoken regarding the aftermath of the terrorist attack which took place in Heimdall recently. The spokesman confirmed that Princess Alphen, who was placed in the greatest danger on that day, has sustained... Wait, is this the same... Wait. This is the exact same thing we read last time.
So, the West Emuria Trade Conference is just over a week away now.
Oh,
Building that
boy.
tall is exactly what you'd expect from an economic powerhouse like Crossbelt 2.
I imagine things are going to start kicking up I'm imagining things are going to start to kick up in speed once the trade conference ends, considering that's when Dieter Croy states that he wants to make Crossbell independent.
It's a big world out there. Still, we've got Milliam and Crow as classmates now. Would have seen that coming. Crow opened up to us right from the start. Though I guess that's just Crow for you.
Yeah.
And Milliam's become way more attached to us than I thought she would too. They were both able to form combat links with us right from day one. I had my concerns about how well they'd mesh with the class, but maybe I was worried for nothing after all.
Abend time.
Good evening. I'm your host, Misty. It's August 18th, and we're winding down a busy day here at 9 p.m. I'm here to give you all the cool you need to beat this summer heat.
Hey, looks like I'm not too late to catch this week's Abend time.
Seems like those hot summer days keep coming with no end in sight, doesn't it? But even this heat can't stop the momentum behind the West Emuria Trade Conference being held in Crossbell later this month.
I'm starting to get worried about the events in this game have.
Prince Olivert and Chancellor Osborne will be in attendance for this watershed moment in international business.
So, if I'm remembering correctly about the structure of Trails to Azure, or of Azure, then I think the trade conference takes place during chapter 2, doesn't it? So this would be like maybe 1/3 into Azure, I would assume.
Personally, I'm more interested in the view from the top of that famous new skyscraper the talks are being held in. In some news closer to home, you all have probably noticed the summer showers we're getting here in Trista.
To think that so much more was happening in Erebonia in the same time that the Crossbell gang was doing things.
The rain's let up for now, but it's managed to push that nasty nighttime humidity right off the charts.
I wonder, you know, it does make me wonder, do you think we'll have any mention or sight of the Azure tree that appears at the end of Azure? Do you think there's any chance that'll be viewable in the Erebonia arc here? I mean, it's a big tree. I wouldn't be surprised if you could probably see it from Erebonia, potentially. Maybe, I'm not sure.
It's nights like these I wish I could smuggle an ice-cold beer into the studio. And the director is chilling over there, drink in hand, mocking me. But you know what? Forget that guy.
Thanks.
Anyway, for all you students out there, your summer vacation's probably wrapping up, so I hope you made the most of it. Wait, I forgot that summer vacation at the military academy has already come and gone. Whoops. Still, it's never too late to do something bold that'll keep your memories of this summer burning bright. And what about you, Miss Misty? You're probably asking yourselves, well, you might want to sit down for this one, because fate had a romantic rendezvous in store for yours truly just on the way to the studio today.
Misty!
A tryst with a young man in a park after sunset. Droplets of rain clinging to the grass. I'll treasure the memory forever.
Misty, I swear to God.
Or I would, if I hadn't just made it up on the spot. Chalk it up to a dreamer's poetic license, I guess. Still, maybe one day I'll feel the thrilling rush of a summer love. Gotta keep the fire burning.
Help me.
Wait, is she talking about when I ran into her earlier tonight?
Help me.
She's got quite the playful personality. Though somehow that doesn't come as too much of a surprise. It's kind of weird thinking that I just met her on the street a couple hours ago.
Anyway, I have to get over to the studio now. Oh, and be sure to tune in to tonight's Abend time. It'll be a fun one. Promise.
Wouldn't miss it.
And give my regards to those two, would you?
Those two? I didn't really think about it right then, but who was she talking about?
I would assume Maki's and Elliot. Considering those are the two fans that she knows of. Uh-oh, what's going on? Lunaria Nature Park. Oh, we're back here. The dungeon during the first field study. Oh, hey, Gideon. What are you doing?
So you've arrived.
Good to see you, boss.
Oh, you're awfully early.
Ah, it's these two.
Well met, Comrade V. Comrade S.
VNS.
I see that you finished all your preparations as well.
Smooth as silk. Although you're the one who'll be taking center stage in our next operation without a doubt.
Who'd have thought you'd volunteer to go pound the pavement in Crossbell?
Hmm? Oh my... Wait! I know who you are! Gideon, wait a minute! Oh no! I think I know who you are. Are you the guy that... Are you part of the group that gets killed by the Red Constellation at the end of, Chapter 2 in Azure? I remember... Now that I think about it, I remember that there was one of those soldiers, for some strange reason, had a friggin', like a sprite portrait for them, despite none of the rest of the soldiers having them. The rest of them were treated as NPCs, but like your basic average NPC, but one of them was treated with a portrait, despite the fact that you never actually even got to see their face. But now that I think about it, Erebonia and Calvard, I'm pretty sure Calvard were taken care of by Heyu during the events of Azure, the Calvard group. If that's the case, then does that mean... Oh no, Gideon's gonna die. I think that's what that means. I think Gideon's gonna die, because I'm pretty sure that group, only one soldier gets out of the confrontation with the Red Constellation alive, and I don't think it's the guy with the portrait. I'm pretty sure he gets killed. I almost completely forgot about the group that got killed by the Red Constellation. But no, yeah. I think Gideon's... Oh, dear.
The Red Constellation are gonna be there. I still think I'm the prime choice for this one.
Oh, no.
I disagree. As I can no longer rely on the power of the flute, it makes the most sense for me to go.
Oh, no, yeah, I think it is him. I think that soldier that we saw with the portrait in Azure, I think it was Gideon. And that means once he goes to the trade conference, he's going to die.
Especially when you consider the very real possibility that we may have to accept a necessary sacrifice for the greater good.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to get killed by he either gets killed by... Well, I don't know. I know he gets killed by the Red Constellation. I think he just gets gunned down, though. That or he gets attacked by either Shirley or Sigmund.
That is the best way for us to achieve what we desire.
In the end, though, the only thing I know for certain is that his group dies, except for one random soldier.
You're serious?
Gideon's going to die.
Ugh. You really are too morose for your own good.
Wow.
I could say the same of both of you. Why else would you have willingly plunged yourselves into a struggle like this to begin with?
I suppose you're right.
You got us there.
I see you've all gathered.
And here's Masked C.
Comrade C.
Who is C?
Fashionably late, but worth the wait.
I want to know who's under the mask.
Makes it a full house.
I appreciate your gathering, comrades.
You think it's someone we know?
The wheels have been set in motion. There is no place for hesitation, no time for looking back. We seek only results.
I couldn't agree more.
No objections here either.
Goes without saying.
That said, I will ask you but once. Comrade G, are you certain this is the path you would walk?
Honestly, knowing what we know, I would certainly hope he would say no, but we already know he's going to be going down this path.
My heart itself beats with the ideals of the Liberation Front. If my life should see its end in Crossbell, so be it. That tyrant must be stopped from creating the vile dystopia he seeks. Dear though the cost may be, if through our efforts we or anyone anywhere succeeds in that aim, we will have our victory.
Very well. May the goddess, or perhaps powers less fair, attend you. When this is over and our victory won, let us toast our success together in the Imperial capital.
Indeed.
I kind of just feel bad for him now, knowing what what's going to happen to him, assuming I'm right. Yep, it's him. I think it's 100% him. He's the soldier that gets... He's one of the soldiers that gets killed.
My comrades.
By the Red Constellation when they try and flee from the SSS.
He doesn't know how to express how he feels, but I understand.
I can't believe that random soldier from freaking Azure actually came back to be exceedingly important. But it was Gideon the whole time.
Losing your place in the world for doing what's right. And throwing yourself into the eye of the storm. It ain't something I could do.
Different paths brought each of us here, but the road we travel now is the same. Let us depart, Comrade S, Comrade V. We each have our own part to play in what is to come.
Of course.
Just leave it to us.
Jesus. How far in advance was this story actually made? I swear. Every detail feels connected somehow. It is immaculate world building. Okay. Don't think I've forgotten about our practical exam, though. I still remember the conditions. I got evade and counter an attack in the first fight, and then cancel an art in the second fight, all the while never letting a teammate die in both fights.
Alright, it's time for this month's thrilling practical exam. Is everyone ready?
Right as I'm going to be.
Anytime.
Being at first year again's been no sweat till now, but I guess my luck's run out for combat train. And I can't even skip out since they won't let me graduate without it.
You want to actually finish school you do want to actually finish school someday, right?
You spend more of the class asleep than awake, so you could at least put some effort into the practical exams.
Right, I know.
This is the part where you get to fight those things that look like Lamy, right? Can't wait to jump in. Hey, can we start yet? Can we? Please?
Would you at least make a token effort to rein in your hyperactive outbursts?
It's amazing how much just adding 2 new classmates can shake things up. I guess I could have you all fight the combat shell. And since we got 2 new challenges much, how about we try a little something different? Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Something different.
What are we fighting?
I wonder what strange ideas she's concocted today.
Are we fighting?
A good instructor's gotta keep you guessing. And by now, you should be prepared for anything. So, Rean, Crow, Milliam.
Yes, instructor.
Gotcha.
Right here. You're the first team.
What?
The rest of you will be divided into 2 groups. An all-girls team and an all-boy...
Oh, no. We're fighting the guy... Oh, God. Okay. Oh, God. That's actually... Wait, that's really bad. Hang on. That means we're fighting... Oh, no.
Emma's team will be team class president. Machias, your team is team vice president. Rean's team will be team whatever. Each team will be facing off against each other in a series of mock battles.
Those are the dumbest team names I've ever heard.
I can't really disagree, but I don't think the names are the biggest issue here.
Quite an interesting split.
Why do I get one less teammate? Hey, wait a minute. Why are there 3 of us in a totally separate team? And why do we have fewer members than them too?
Well, by my estimation, these 3 teams are about equal in strength. But the girls and the boys teams are well balanced in terms of weapons and combat styles represented. And while your team does have fewer members, Crow has a lot of experience and Milliam has Argetlum. So I think that kind of evens out your one man at disadvantage, don't you?
I see. It does actually make sense. At least these team divisions are less contrived than I've come to expect from our field study groups.
I thought the part where a certain someone always draws a short straw remains remarkably consistent. Oh, who you mean?
Help me.
Which poor sucker keeps getting stuck in the hard luck teams.
Help me. Help me. Fine. I'll take the hand I'm dealt with this time. I hate you.
I like that spunk. Well then, let's get down to business, shall we? First battle will be between Team Whatever and Team Vice President. Alright, assume your positions, everyone.
Help me. Help me. Alright, again. So the first fight is evade and counter and no one dies. That's all it takes to get the extra AP. Help me. What I think might be best to do here is take out Eustace, Machias, and Elliot, and then just leave Gaius to get the counter if I'm still waiting on it. Because Gaius is a physical attacker mostly. So we're up against the guys first. No matter what distance we try to attack from, they have someone capable of countering us.
Well, as long as we beat them all, we still win, right?
That's the spirit, but don't let your guard down.
Yeah, just stay aware of the distance between us and them, and don't miss any openings they leave us.
Looks like you're all fired up and ready to start. Alright then, begin.
Stay on guard and don't
Oh
get
dear,
caught.
here we
Leave
go.
it to me.
Well,
No one knocked out, evade and counter.
My turn. Second form. Gale!
I need to team up.
My turn.
Right beam.
my turn. Now.
Take him out.
All right.
Well, that's an evade, but that's not a counter. This doesn't kill. Okay.
Sorry, everyone.
Here we go.
Nope.
Yes, sir. Get him.
Up there!
Now is our chance.
Double
Don't let
command.
it pass.
Right.
ATS
Here we
up,
go.
speed up.
My turn.
Nightmare.
Here we go.
I kind of just feel bad for Machias.
All right.
Poor guy.
Go get him. Impossible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I just need to make sure that
This can't be happening.
we get a counter now.
Whirlwind.
Uh-oh.
To me. Here we go. Arcus.
Insight.
Huh.
Shining.
My turn.
Thanks.
My turn.
My turn.
My turn.
My turn.
Nope. I'm so sorry, guys,
All
but
right.
I cannot. I need this.
Here I go.
Why didn't you counter?
Here we go.
What I should be doing is just putting Shining on everybody.
Leave it to me.
We're not leaving until a counter happens. Counter?
All right.
Rain, what are you doing? Counter.
My turn.
I know you can do it. I've seen you do it. That was the wrong person.
Too easy.
There we go.
My
All
turn.
right, you're dead.
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
Bye-bye.
That's embarrassing. Okay, it's safe for now.
Aegis reached level 4, Adamantine Shield, and immunity and reflect when HP is low once per fight. That's actually insanely useful.
That's enough. Match goes to team, whatever. It's almost hard to believe this is your first time fighting together.
We did it. Not bad.
You guys didn't stand a chance.
Don't get so full of yourself.
Come on now.
Three of you certainly don't pull any punches. Hey, you got more than a few good hits than yourself.
Can I have like a chance to like heal up or save or something before the next?
Don't start bringing out the cold drinks yet. There's plenty more action in store. Next up, Team Whatever versus Team Class Presidents. We'll begin after a 5-minute break.
Wait, we have to do 2 in a row?
Time by me.
Oh boy, we got ourselves a real slave driver here.
Nope, no time.
Well, at least we had a chance to catch our breath. Now we're up against the girls. Safe to say that our biggest threat is Laura and Fee on the front lines. I'm guessing those two are gonna come out swinging with Elisa and Emma covering them from the rear.
Yeah, probably.
We're gonna have to hold the line and weather their attacks while we look for an opening to break through.
Alright, hope you got your strength back, because it's time for a second beautiful bout. Begin.
Well, shall
So
we begin?
here I just need to
Of
cancel an
course, yeah.
art.
Go!
If that's the case, then I think the best bet would just be to knock out everyone except for Emma or Elisa. That one would also work. Question: if I were to use a craft right now, well, I don't want to risk it. I will, however, not that. That'll do. Arc slash. Bro,
Yes, sir.
knock out these two as fast as possible.
My turn.
Freezing bullet.
Get it?
Arcus activate.
Nope, not good.
Thanks.
You heal?
My turn.
I didn't even have a chance to... Well, if we know that's the case, then I'm not going to feel bad about doing... Wait, if that's the... Oh, we're in a problem, because here's the thing that's going to happen. She's going to keep reviving people, isn't she? I need to get this... I need to get the, this is a problem.
Leave it to me.
Here I go.
My turn.
That's not supposed to happen.
Here I go.
Well... Ah. Well, this is annoying. Well, I'm gonna have to reset anyways, so... No, I'm gonna... As annoying as it is, and this might hurt the recording a little bit, but we're gonna do this. I just did a hard reset of the game. How was I supposed to know that death blow would be inflicted by frickin' feet? I don't know how much that affected the recording, but I apologize if it's really bad now. I assume it was death blow that we got hit with, because I think I saw the smoke. If that's the case, then I need to make sure I have death blow. I have holy chains aplenty for this. Alright. Unfortunately, there seems to be no way to insta-skip cutscenes.
Stay on guard.
Here we go.
Alright, let's just go with the same plan as last time then.
Yes, sir.
That's not good. I didn't mean to... Oops.
Leave it to me.
My turn.
All right.
They're still not connected.
Impossible.
My turn.
Got it.
This can't be happening.
My turn.
Leave it to me.
Go.
Hi.
Leave it to me.
Hi, guys.
Yes, sir.
Leave it to me.
Go.
Here I go.
My turn.
My turn.
Leave it to me.
Here I go.
Well, that was
turn.
fast. Thanks, guys, for making this a lot
Leave
easier.
it to me.
Thanks, guys, for...
My turn.
Thanks, guys.
My turn.
Yes, sir.
That's embarrassing.
Mission's met. Alright.
Well, shall we begin?
Of
Yeah.
course.
Go.
Excuse me. Yeah, excuse me. Sorry.
Now's a chance. Gotcha. My turn.
My turn. Sorry, everyone. Careless.
Here we go.
Leave it to me.
Here we go.
Now's a chance. Gotcha.
Here I go.
I hope I didn't just screw this up.
Leave it to me.
This might have
My
just
turn.
been made impossible depending on the moves that she can actually use.
Leave it to me.
My turn.
Bro,
Leave it to me.
the only thing I can think of is to deal a little bit of damage,
My turn.
and if she can heal herself.
turn.
There we go. How do I... Uh-oh.
Go. There.
Here I go.
Mission met. Alright, we're good.
All right.
See ya.
No.
Alright.
Picked the wrong guy to mess with.
Thankfully, it wasn't too hard the second time around. I just had to get lucky in the turn order start. That's enough. And looks like the victory for the stalwart team. It's a victory for stalwart team. Whatever. I'm impressed. At this rate, you're going to be nipping at my heels for long. I can't believe we lost. We fell just short of victory. You all fought admirably. What a shame. It was a close one, though. Those class 7 gals would have just straight take you up before they'd take you up for a night on the town, huh?
Well done, Milliam. You too, Emma. I make Team Whatever go a third round, but there's no one else to fight, so I guess I get to rest. We'll review your performance later, but in the meantime, we got Team Class President and Class President and Team Vice President going head-to-head. Both teams step forward.
I'm actually curious to see which team wins here. AP increased by 5. Okay. It doesn't tell me how much AP I should be getting in total for this, but I'm assuming that's the max considering we did the conditions perfectly.
Well, looks like that about wraps it up. Final fight was a real thriller from start to finish, too.
It was certainly a good fight, but
Who would have thought that they'd take advantage of such a tiny opening like that to overwhelm us? That's Lauren Fee for you, I guess.
I imagine that where combat's concerned, they would handily be best most of the second years.
To swing a sword is one thing, but we were relying on Elisa and Emma to keep up the pressure. Yep, wouldn't have been nearly as effective without them. I'm glad you think so.
Still, it's safe to say that everyone fought pretty well.
I had this funny feeling that Reen's team would come out on top though. Winning both your matches with a new team is pretty impressive.
I feel like I was just riding on Crow and Milliam's efforts, though.
Nah, don't sell yourself short. You're pretty strong.
Yeah, and you're tougher than you look, too.
So your practical exams are unconventional as ever. Who? Oh, Nyhart. Hey, Nyhart. What are you doing?
Oh.
Instructor Nyhart.
Oh, I was under the impression that having back-to-back battles with uneven odds was a par for the course in actual warfare. And don't you think learning to fight effectively against cunning opponents with team tactics is important for any soldier?
Well, that's certainly true.
So what brings you here, Instructor Nyhart?
Please tell me this isn't the part where we have to fight both the instructors at once.
Of course not. It's just that, like last month's field study in the capital, your upcoming field study is also a bit unusual. Instructor Nyhart here has been involved in making the arrangements, which is why I asked him to come. What do you mean by unusual?
It sounds a bit ominous.
Well, we just wrapped things up anyway, so let's move on to announcing your next field study locations.
Okay, I'm very worried about this because there was that mentioning about things having... We're going to be confronting something serious, a reality that we're going to have to acknowledge. So I'm scared. Where are we going? And why? Field study, August. Group A will consist of Reen, Laura, Emma, Eustace, Gaius, and Milliam. We're going to Legram. And Group B will consist of Elisa, Fee, Machias, Elliot, and Crow. They're going to the Jurai Special Economic Zone. After 2 days, reassemble at the designated location. Okay. Legram is actually where Laura's home is, isn't it?
Legram is Laura's hometown, right? It is. It's a lakeside town in the south of the Kreutzen province, blanketed by thick fog for much of the year. It's a castle town dating back to the Middle Ages. It has more than its fair share of local legends and tall tales. It sounds like quite a historical hotspot. If I had gone home for summer vacation, I would have returned to Trista only to turn around and head right back home again.
Guess that's true. So, what about this Jurai Special Economic Zone?
I'm pretty sure it's a city up on the far northwestern coast of the Empire. They used to be independent, but the Imperial government runs the show net there now.
Oh, there it is. I think Gramps annexed it about 8 years ago.
Bruh.
Milliam.
I'm guessing the Gramps she's referring to is
Definitely Osborne. Yeah, probably Mr. Blood and Iron himself, the Chancellor.
Oh, so do you even think about the words coming out of your mouth?
Why? It's not like it bothers me.
It bothers a lot else.
Both locations seem worth checking out. Though that final line makes me curious. None of our other field studies instructions had anything like it.
Considering we're getting close to the end of the game, do you think that we're going to be... the designated location is going to be Corellia Fortress? Because again, Corellia Fortress was where the beginning of... like, that's what this game started with. Like, a scene of the future of what... of us at Corellia Fortress. So do you think it's going to be something similar again?
After 2 days, reassemble at the designated location. True, usually wherever we go, that's where we stay for the duration of our field study.
Care to shed a little light on that, Instructor?
I could, but I wouldn't want Instructor Nyhart to feel left out, so I'll let him do the honors.
As you wish. After completing your assigned task in your respective areas, you'll be boarding a train bound for the rendezvous point. That point is a notable military installation in the southeast of the Empire, Corellia Fortress.
Yep, here we go. Again, I had a feeling, because again, from what I've seen, there's 6, technically 7 if you count the final chapter as its own separate chapter in this game. And we started the game at the... just like we did with Zero, we started we started playing the game at the end before going back to the true beginning of the game. Oh boy. So, does this mean we're not going to be coming back to Trista for the remainder of the game, and we'll only be coming back in the second game? Really, a fortress?
That's the giant base in the border, or facing the Republic.
So after we finished our regular field study, we're going to be whisked away to a major military base?
As part of your field study, of course. We join you there to serve as your military liaison for the duration of your visit. Naturally, you'll all be given a series of assignments specific to that location.
Wow, sounds like fun!
I very much doubt that's the intent.
Sounds like I'm going to be put through the ringer on my very first field study. Oh yeah? So I'm wrong.
No, don't worry about it. Well, I'm looking forward to another installment of your action-packed field study reports. But just so you know, I'm planning on joining you at Corellia Fortress too. I'm not gonna let that big bad army man push my adorable little students around.
I've no intention of asking anything unreasonable of them. Nothing that deviates from their curriculum. Unlike a certain other instructor whose name we shan't mention.
What is the deal with you two? We're here. Is it even safe to keep these two in the same room together? No. What, lover's quarrel or something? I don't know.
Your rank's gone up.
Rank up.
Here's a little something from the academy.
Skanda gem? What the heck is that?
You
Skanda?
did really well, Reen.
So now is when the freaking, right around now, oh, Fee's with the cat. Right around now is when the trade conference should be taking place, right? Because they said a week, and I think it's been a week by now. So Toa, Olivier, and Osborne should all be in Crossbell by now, I think.
Oh, right. We're heading out on our field study today. I don't need to get up just yet, but I guess it wouldn't hurt. Or I could just give in and go back to sleep. I'm still feeling kind of beat after training last night.
Huh? William? What? What are you doing?
Wakey, wakey!
You are not
Come on, Reen, it's time to rise and shine. We're gonna miss the train.
Stop that! That's not very lady.
Get off me!
Right in the gut.
I can't believe it. My very first class trip. We're gonna have the best time.
Get off me!
How much money do I get to spend on sweets and stuff?
None!
Oh, do bananas count as snacks?
I don't know!
No, they don't! Just get off me. Please.
Why does it look like you're joking me? Help
there
me.
you are.
Good morning, Reen.
Help me.
Seems you had quite the rude awakening this morning.
Help me.
Yeah. Coffee only wishes it was that effective. She must have really been looking forward to this trip.
It certainly seems so.
Jesus.
She holds her own in class, to be sure. But at times like these, she seems like any other kid her age.
I'm looking forward to
Yippee.
finally getting the chance to visit Laura's hometown.
That will be nice.
I've heard that Legram is known for both its many legends and for the mist that hangs over the town for much of the year.
I don't know which stories you've heard, but most of them have been exaggerated in the retelling over time.
I do get slightly worried about hearing of mist in this series at this point, though, because mist is a very good indicator of a certain bell.
It certainly doesn't lack for scenic beauty, though. I was hoping I'd have the opportunity to invite you to see it. Though I wish Elisa, Fee, and the others in Group B could have come with us.
Yeah.
Me too. I hope they enjoy their trip. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Eustace, did you get the same treatment?
Eustace?
Good heavens.
Can someone do something about this child? She's out of control.
Help me.
Okay, looks like everybody's here. Let's go, go, go!
Help me. Thank you, game. Our party is going to be Laura, Laura, Milliam, Eustace, Emma, and Gaius. Well, let's do the first obvious thing. I'm just gonna auto-set Quartz. Is it good? No, but I will deal with that at a later point in time. Skanda Gem, Chrono Drive, Chrono Break, and Chrono Burst. Actually, on second thoughts, we're removing that and giving that to... Green Butterfly. Yeah, we'll give it to you. Why not? I should also swap you back to my preferred gem, Scepter. I also got a defense... I thought I got a defense 3. I did get a defense 3 gem at some point. Okay. Oops. Give me these. Wait a minute, one of these people have... One of you 6 halves it, don't you? The thing I don't like. Why are you using this? Oh, never mind, you're not. I was worried one of them was using Scent. I guess I'm gonna have Breeze. I'll figure it out later. I've noticed this. What is this? There's something in my mailbox. Aventime sticker. Okay. Nice. Isn't this an Aventime sticker? I thought you couldn't get one of these unless they read out your submission on the show. Oh, it came with a note. Last week's little chat was fun. Sorry to use you as show material, though. Heart. Misty. Thanks, Misty. Oh yeah, she did talk about her meeting on the show last week. I guess that's why she sent me the sticker. Well, these seem pretty rare, so I'll be sure to take care of it.
What you doing, Green?
Did something arrive for you? Yeah, an acquaintance sent me something.
An acquaintance?
What a curious choice of words. Just remember that students shouldn't get involved in anything too dubious. Okay, you've all definitely got the wrong idea here. Well, shall we head towards the station? We actually don't apparently want to go straight to the station quite yet. Which makes sense for me, because... Hey, what are you doing?
But where are the others, see? Getting stuff right before we leave. I'm ready, so I'm playing with Celine. Good girl.
Guess they get along since Fee's kind of cat-like herself.
She's a cutie. I want to pet her too.
If we miss the train because of this, let's make our way to the station once we're all ready.
I
wonder if that means you can find the others out and about, too. I kind of want to check in everywhere real quick, then. You know what? We can do a little check everywhere first. Shouldn't take too long.
Hey, Elliot! Seems like such an obvious choice now, but I never expected they'd send us to Gorilla Fortress. Looks like Instructor Naira's coming along, too. I'm kind of worried now.
Oh, why's that?
Well, actually, never mind. It's not really a big deal or anything.
It's probably because his dad, right?
Not too worried since Maki's with him, but even then... Guy's kind of lazy.
If we go back to the school... Well, actually, I did say I want to look for all the other characters first. All the other teammates. Are you all hiding? Well, I can do... It's not too big a concern. But what we can do is if we go to here and go to the infirmary...
I'm awfully glad that it was all a misunderstanding in the end. However, your habit of instantly pointing a finger at the lower class students when something unusual happens concerns me. Emperor Draco's rules explicitly state that while divided by class, all students at doors are to be equally respected. It would hardly be becoming of a vice principal to forget such an important tenet of this academy, now would it?
Please forgive my crass attitude. I will be certain to reflect deeply upon my behavior and work to amend it.
He's scared stiff.
There's something I never expect to see.
So that apparently gives a profile. Let's see. We can also go to the engineering building. Hey!
So this will be Crow's first field study with Class 7, huh? That's actually kind of funny.
How so? I told you that we were part of the ARCS trials last year, didn't I? A lot of stuff we did back then actually served as a model for Class 7, so we had our own field studies of sort.
Instructor Sarah was always putting us through one hell situation or another. And that's how we all got to know each other, too. Wow.
That explains things.
That makes it you four our predecessors in a way.
Well, it's more than just a coincidence that they put this guy into your class. Just be sure to make yourself useful, you hear?
For our sakes, at least. We'd hate to see you make a fool of yourself and ruin your sterling reputation.
Yeah, got it. All this pressure put on me is gonna give me the wrinkles or something.
We better work out every bit as hard as he does. We should start making our way to the station, Crow. Otherwise, we'll miss the train.
No need to rush. The station's not going anywhere.
The station isn't, but our train most certainly is. Please, move. Alright, I'm not gonna... Well, actually, I can waste time actually looking for everybody because I forgot this works.
So we're visiting Jirai this month. All I can think about is Gorilla Fortress, though. That's where the railway guns are, after all.
Yeah, I can't begin to imagine what's waiting for us there.
I guess we'll leave the worrying for when we actually get there. And let's make sure we're ready.
I'm scared about what's going to happen once we get there. I also did not save for quite a while. Who else am I missing? No one, I think. We're good. Alright. I think we're good to move on then. Let's do it. Enter. We need to change trains at Bereahard to get to Legram, right? I suppose it'd be better for us to take the Croissant main line and then Transcontinental line then.
Right. After reaching Bereahard, we'll need to transfer to a local line, the Ebel branch line. There's only one train every 2 hours, so I'm hoping we can time our arrival to avoid a lengthy wait time. It's exactly 7 AM right now. We should arrive in Bereahard somewhere around 10:30 and reach Legram by noon.
We got work waiting for us. That's the first day too, so the earlier we can reach Legram, the better.
Agreed. And there's always a chance a class problem child would make another scene. I hate you.
Oh, you guys are here earlier than I expected.
You all ready to leave too?
Nah, we still got another 20 minutes or so until the next train to Bereahard comes in.
You're not going to the Jirai SEZ, right? I've never been, but it sounds kind of fun.
It's apparently quite a trip to get there, though.
It's on the Empire's northwest coast. You have to cross the entire Lemare province to get there.
Well, it's not often you get to go on a nice long trip like this. But worry not. The hours will just fly by as I teach you all how to be as cool and popular as I am.
Yeah, thanks, but I think I'll just take a nap instead.
Both groups are gonna have their work cut out for them.
Passenger service bound for Heimdall, now arriving on platform 2. We ask that all passengers wishing to board please wait on the platform until the train has come to a complete stop. I'll see you in 2 days then. See you at Corellia Fortress. Bye. Have a safe trip.
See you later, Elliot. Later, Machias. And Crow, at least make a token attempt to stay out of trouble.
No worries. If you hear about it, it means I wasn't on top of my game. One of these days, Reen, he'll thirst for my life of adventure.
Right.
Alright, good luck, you guys. Try not to, drive everyone crazy for the next 2 days.
Okie dokie.
Why do I not find that the slightest bit reassuring?
You took the words right off my mouth. May the guidance of the winds and the gods be with you all. I look forward to seeing you again in 2 days.
We both groups really got their work cut out for them. Help. 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 Well,
We still have a short while longer before our train arrives. We gotta purchase our tickets now while we're waiting.
grab.
Group A's head to Legram, correct? Yeah, that's right. We'd like to purchase our tickets to Legram via Berehad. Coming right up. Do you want them right away?
Yep.
Okay, so that's 6 passengers bound for Legram via Berehad. I'll have those tickets for you in just a moment.
Oh, you're all heading out? What?
Lecter! What are you doing here?
Isn't that...
Lecter!
Huh? What are you doing here, Lecter? You miss me already?
Lecter, leave.
Sure did. I'm gonna be back in Crossbell starting the day after tomorrow.
No. I forgot. Crap.
Might never have the chance to see you again in this lifetime, so I figured I'd drop by and say hello.
You're fine, Lecter. You survive.
Whatever. You're so silly. There's no way you or Gramps would die that easily.
Well, that old goat might scare off the Reaper, but I'm pretty weak, you know.
Who's he?
Captain Lecter Arundel of the Imperial Intelligence Division.
We saw him while we were on our field study in Nord. He's the one supposedly responsible for negotiating with the Republic's army to prevent war from breaking out. But...
So he's the Ironblood they call Scarecrow.
Scarecrow? I think that's actually... We've heard that name before, but I don't think we've ever actually connected Scarecrow to Lecter before.
I have to admit, he doesn't look like someone who specializes in espionage.
Cat! Cat!
Well, I'm sure this little drop of sunshine's got suspicious written all over her, but I hope you're getting along.
What did Saline just... Why was Saline just seen running across?
Don't hesitate to give her a good spanking if she causes too much trouble, though.
I'm more concerned about the cat.
Okay.
We'll try our best to be a welcoming class. I'm not gonna cause them any trouble.
I seriously doubt that, honestly.
Unlike you, I'm a little angel.
What kind of little angel would casually whip out something like Eric Getlem in public? Do you have any idea how much overtime we put in just covering up for you?
Huh? You do?
Bruh.
Passenger service bound for Heimdall. Now arriving on Platform 2. We ask that all passengers wishing to board, please wait on the platform until the train has come to a complete stop.
If you'll excuse us, Captain.
I'm afraid we need to catch this train.
Sure thing. Good luck out there, guys. Oh, and by the way, I'd prefer it if you referred to me as secretary rather than captain in public. After all, I am a second secretary for the Imperial government.
Sure, whatever.
I see.
Well then, if you'll excuse us, Mr. Secretary.
You'd better bring me back a souvenir from Crossbell.
I'm concerned about Cat. Why did we see Saline? I'm now looking everywhere for any signs of Saline entering the train with us. I'm not keeping an eye on our characters entering the train at all. I am watching the other entrances. Nope, I didn't see her. Is she on top of the train? On the side? There's the cat. I saw the cat. Is it on top? Roof? Jumping down? There you are! Cat!
They seem like an even more interesting bunch than I'd heard. Hope she gets the chance to soak in the good times at school like I did.
Well, well. For 2 Ironbloods, you two have a pretty cozy thing going.
Sarah?
Uh-oh. Looks like a scary lady's got me in her sights. Time to make my exit.
No, you don't.
Not so fast. Didn't you have something you were supposed to give me? Come on. Cough it up.
Oh.
They don't call you the Purple Lightning for nothing. Maybe you should consider giving up this teaching gig and coming to work for us. I'll bet we could offer double what the Academy's paying you. No sweat.
I don't think she cares about the money.
Aw.
Strictly business, huh?
Obviously. I'm not getting any younger here. Hand it over.
This is the list of every member of the Imperial Liberation Front that we're aware of at present.
Oh, what?
We've made progress in identifying their top figures, too.
Really?
I see.
They've already got all that kind of info?
I suppose I should thank you.
Huh.
Oh, one more thing. Claire had a message she wanted me to pass along.
I'm listening.
Their primary target is Crossbell City, but there's a chance that something else will be going down within the Empire at the same time. Those were her words.
In that case, I think I'm starting to understand something. I may be misinterpreting things slightly. I figured that this game would end at the same time that Azure, I figured that this game would end at the same time that the freaking, Guerrilla Fortress gets atomized by the giant robots. But I think that might be wrong. It might be it ends at the same time as, the trade conference happening.
Wow, it's like a sea of green out there. Hey, Jesus, why is the wheat all green?
Wheat, barley, and rye are all cultivated in the Kreutzen province. Each is grown in its season, which means that what you're seeing right now is the fall wheat crop.
Oh look, here's a weird scarecrow. Look at its head. It looks all messy like Lecter's.
Well, as long as she's enjoying herself. Times like these, she seems just like any other girl her age. Still hard to believe she's only 13. I see you're younger than my brother.
It really puts things in perspective, doesn't it? I suppose this is a good time as any to tell you more about where we'll be conducting our next field study. Legram is a small town in southeast of the Empire, situated on the shore of Lake Ebel. My father, Viscount Arside, governs the town, which itself is a part of the Kreutzen province.
That sounds familiar. If I'm not mistaken, isn't that the province Eustace's father oversees?
Well, technically, yes.
Legram is known for being a particularly self-reliant region. I doubt the Viscount has much interest in the authority of his liege lord.
I suppose I cannot deny it. My father can be a little too free-spirited at times, but I can't but feel your father's governance has its own issues, especially where taxation is concerned.
It's also unaware of that.
Sorry. I seem to have touched on a sensitive issue here.
No, there's nothing for you to apologize for.
Exchanges like these are the daily bread of the nobility. It's true that the four great houses do have immense power, but it's still up to the individual feudal lords to govern their respective regions. As far as taxation goes, each region has its own statutes, which makes the whole situation even more complicated.
It is quite convoluted, although the Imperial government does seem to be attempting to unify all regions under a single tax system.
That's one of the major points of dispute between the two factions. Incidentally, my father's stance on the matter is, hell will freeze over before I consent to it.
I do understand the reformist point of view, but each region of the Empire has its own traditions and customs. Attempting to normalize all those under a single system seems a little insensitive.
The more you tell me, the more complicated it sounds.
Well, it's certainly not an issue with a nice, clear-cut solution. This is boring. Don't you have any more cool stories out of Legram?
I suppose a couple students batting around ideas about taxation isn't really going to solve anything. But I guess, to me, one of the things Legram is most famous for is the Arside School.
Oh, isn't that thing Lord's dad teaches?
That's the one. The Arside School of Swordsmanship is the style passed down by the ancient knights of Erebonia. It's one of the two famous martial styles in the Empire, the other being the Vander School. I've heard that there's a training hall where students of the Arside School come from all over the Empire to train.
Indeed, there is. Several students at the school are studying in Legram at the moment. The rest are scattered throughout the Empire.
And Laura's father instructs them all.
He does. Viscount Arside is not only the Lord of Legram, he's also the current head of the Arside School. Oh, doesn't he have some super cool title like the Radiant Blade Master or something? He sounds crazy strong. This may sound seemly coming from his daughter, but his strength is, quite frankly, inhuman. I would easily place him among the 3 strongest people in the Empire.
He sounds like an incredible guy.
I've heard plenty of rumors about his strength myself. From what I understand, he acts as a combat instructor for this nation's armies, both provincial and imperial.
Though as a result, I hear he spends a significant amount of time away from his territory.
That's unfortunately the case. We may be visiting my home, but there's no guarantee that my father will even be there.
I see.
That's a shame. I really like to meet him.
Aw. Milliam.
Oh yes, when we reach Lagrim, I would like to ask a favor of you all.
A favor?
I was hoping it would be possible for you to show your respective styles to the Arside school students. This group has practitioners of the 8 Leaves 1 Blade School, court fencing, and spearmanship alike. And I have no doubt each would be of interest to students of the martial arts.
Perhaps so. A chance to learn more about other schools might broaden our own horizons too. Are you sure my spearmanship would be of interest to them, though? Both Rhea and Eustace at least use swords.
Certainly. The Arside School teaches more than just swordplay. While some use two-hand swords like myself, others use spears and even bows. Perhaps even Emma's orbital staff may be of interest. You think so? Hey, what about me? What about me? Lammy's really strong too.
True, but it's just raw strength. There's no skill or technique involved.
I concur. Watching Arigatlam wouldn't afford the students any chance to learn new techniques of their own. Oh, you meanies. No fair leaving me out.
Anyway, I do think that would be a nice gesture, but that's assuming we get the chance before our field study's over.
Of course. I look forward to it if we do. I'd love the opportunity to show the students each of your respective styles in turn. Am I to assume then that you'll all participate if such an opportunity does arise?
Of course, we won't miss it. Emma!
Lavender. Surely it's just a coincidence. It has to be.
What's wrong, Emma? You getting motion sick or something?
No, I'm fine. I was just wondering if we might be able to see Lohengrin in Castle while we're in Lagrim.
Oh, the castles that came up in Instructor Thomas's lesson the other day.
Weather permitting, it can be seen quite clearly. It's surrounded by mist more often than not, but such imagery has its own appeal as well.
Oh wow, that actually sounds pretty great.
Yeah, it does. I was just thinking, it would be nice if we could apply some of the knowledge we learned in our class to our field study, don't you think?
Yeah, it would be. Lavender.
Plus Lohengrin Castle serves as space for St. Samlot.
Emma?
Oh, sorry, don't mind me. I'm just excited about what we might see there.
Eustace. We still have some time before we reach Berehard, but we'll be changing trains as soon as we arrive, so make sure you're ready. I will. Though it's a shame we won't have time to stick around for a while. Would have liked to see Rufus again if we had the chance. I'm sure he's much too busy for that anyway. And it hardly seems appropriate to return home now after I chose not to during the summer. That's a good point. Is something on your mind? I'm just wondering what my family and the other nobles are doing at the moment. This past month, they've been a little overly quiet. Now that you mention it, I haven't heard of any major conflicts between the two factions lately at all.
Maybe they're just showing some restraint for a while? After all the craziness that happened at the festival last month.
Neither faction is considerate enough to avoid conflict over something so trite. I suppose I should just try to focus on the field study and not concern myself with matters beyond my control. Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea. It is weird. I am concerned about my family's activities, but this hardly seems a time to show my face back home. Just try to focus on our field study and put the whole matter out of my mind for now. Ah, yes. The issue of regional cultural heritage is quite a profound one. So profound as to have its own tax implications. Well, the desire to preserve the region's traditions and heritage is pretty important in most places throughout the Empire. Like the old animist traditions in Lagrim. Here a lot of those are still around.
Indeed. No doubt you will see many of them firsthand during our stay. Countless anecdotes regarding the Lance Maiden remain as well.
I'm still worried about the Lance Maiden, because again, that has to be referring to Arianhad. At the very least, either Arianhad is copying the Lance Maiden, or somehow Arianhad is the Lance Maiden. Arianhad's title in Ouroboros is the Steel Maiden. But again, that's pretty close to Lance Maiden, and she could very easily be called the Lance Maiden as well, considering she uses a freaking lance. And again, I don't think it's impossible that it could be the same Arianhad from like hundreds of years ago, considering we know Kia was able to exist, was able to survive and live for as long as she did because of the way that she was like held in stasis.
if Kia could be held in stasis like that, then I see no reason as to why someone else could be held in stasis as well. So is it possible that Arianhad is the same? Could Arianhad be the same Lance Maiden, changed into the Steel Maiden once she joined Ouroboros?
Sounds like Legram has a lot in common with my home of Nord. Our cultures and traditions may differ, but we worship the same goddess and spirits.
At the very least, I'm sure of one thing only. We are guaranteed, I think, to at least see Arianhad in the Eraponia arc at some point. I don't know which of the games, but I guarantee we're probably going to see her at some point. That much I'm almost positive on, at the very least. There's 4 games in total, and there's still 3 more after this one, even if we're at the end of this one almost. But considering how important she seems to how connected she seems to Erebonia, I'd be amazed if we didn't see her at all during the arc. I think that's a fact that many Erebonians are starting to forget. And if you ask me, those traditions are worth protecting, even if it means a little extra money going to taxes.
Yes, I feel the same. It seems there will be much to learn during this month's field study.
Guys,
our cultures and traditions may differ, but the people of Legram and Nord both worship the same goddess and spirits. Our traditions are definitely worth protecting, even if that means levying a few more taxes.
Milliam!
Look at all the trees going past the window. This is so cool. How will I ride more trains like this? It's really fun.
Really now? I'm kind of surprised. I assume being in the intelligence division meant you'd be taking trains all the time.
Well, I usually just ride on Lammy when I'm out on a mission.
You know what? I forgot that you... You know what? You're right. I completely forgot. We saw you multiple times just flying across the sky on Lammy.
And the superfast train Claire and the others in the RMPs doesn't have any windows. And Graham's special train's too fancy, so you can't really relax.
Huh. Interesting. It's not often that you get to ride a regular train like this then, is it? But if you get too excited here, you're not going to have any excitement left for when we reach our destination. Especially considering how early you got up this morning.
I was so excited, I barely got any sleep. I'll be fine, I got plenty. And then... where'd she... what was I seeing?
See? Told you. We'll be up at Rayhard soon, so try and get some sleep on the next train, okay?
Okay.
At times like this, she really is just like any other 13-year-old.
Sleepy. I wanted to keep enjoying the view out of the window. Oh well. Can't wait till we get there. Honestly.
Alright, let's get the
Then let us
extra
begin our
points
duel.
real quick.
Please draw a card. Then I'll make the... We're evenly matched. We're evenly matched.
Stop it.
The first move is yours. An excellent duel.
Just give me the points.
Please go easy. Shall we draw then? Allow me to play first then. Ah, we have the same score. Oh, it looks as though the first move... Ah, we have the same score. Allow me to play first then. Ah, we have the same score.
Would you knock it off?
The first move... It looks as though I win this...
If we have to.
I agree.
Draw a card.
I don't think it's a bad minigame. It's just...
Go ahead then. My victory was assured from the...
I do kind of wish that there was a slight extra bonus if you won. This is not what I meant.
Shall we begin?
Like, there's no reason for me to win, considering I get
Go ahead
50
and draw.
extra experience points
I'll go
either
first,
way,
then.
win or lose.
Bolt. I hate to do this, but...
Please. Stop.
Well done. Huh. Well played. It seems the winds were...
Thank you. Hey, level up. Protective wall. I think that's new.
It's time to duel.
Here you go, child. Here's your free win.
Draw a card. I'm going first. Take this. Yeah.
Here's your free win. Alright, let's save the game and let's move on. Let's go. Hmm. 10:20. So something's gonna happen. Lecter, what's gonna happen?
The Ministry of Railways wishes to thank all passengers for their patronage. This special express line is bound for Boreyahard. Our next stop is Boreyahard. the terminus of this express line. Please ensure you have all your belongings when disembarking the train. Finally. We have to change trains here, right? That's right. A train bound for Legram should be arriving in about 10 minutes. We need to hurry if we want to board in time.
That's too bad. I was kind of hoping for a chance to poke around Bereahard.
Yeah, it's your first time in Bereahard, isn't it?
I'd be glad to show you around should the opportunity arise. You did graciously open your home to us in Nord, after all.
Aw. Where's that cat? That cat's somewhere still. When did the cat get into the train? I haven't forgotten and I refuse to forget. That dang cat. Why is it following us? That cat is... I honestly think it might be like the dragon and the wolf, the dragon in Liberl and the wolf and Zeit in Crossbell. I think it might be like the divine animal of Erebonia. I really am starting to believe that. I wouldn't be surprised if Saline ended up being the divine like animal of Erebonia. Because evidently each main area has their own divine animal. I'm keeping an eye out for that cat. Where's that dang cat? Because they gotta swap trains too. I know it! There you are! I'm not blind! Freaking cat. $11:30. Milliam's asleep. Wow, this forest is really dense.
It almost looks like a scene from a picture book, as though if you kept very quiet, fairies might come out and play. It may not come as a surprise that there are many such legends in this region. The Lance Maiden, Leon Sandlot, was born in Legram. Because of her preternatural strength and beauty, some believed her a changeling, switched at birth by the fairies.
Really? Fascinating. The reality is a bit less rosy.
The family line of Count Sandlot came to an end when she died under mysterious circumstances. As to the War of the Lions, it's hardly surprising that such tales have persisted.
Changeling, huh? No. Mysterious death, you say?
Look at that fog.
Came on so suddenly.
Well, Legram is well known for its fog, among other things. I swear, there's going to be a point in this arc where the fog here is unnatural and we're going to see Luciola again, aren't we?
This is not all that uncommon for this time of the year. The fog does help keep the temperature cooler during the summer, though.
In that case, bring on the fog.
Oh, Lammy, you can't smash that.
Bruh. Okay, now it's starting to really feel like Luciola is here. This is... Okay, the pathway made me think way too much of friggin... of Roland or whatever back in Liberl. I'm getting way too many flashbacks to Liberl. You've got me way too concerned. It's so foggy.
Wow.
I understand that Luciola is like her stuff is like, I know that her like move, like her illusion and mist stuff is based in Calvard. I know they mentioned that, but still, come on. You can't help it. You can't blame me for thinking mist and connecting it to Luciola.
It's stunning.
It's the first time I visited Legram, but it's every bit as beautiful as I've been led to believe. This is the town of myths and ancient legends. I'm pleased you seem to have taken a liking to it. Fortunately, the mist does hinder the visibility. On a clear day, the surface of the lake gleams like a polished mirror.
Fog or no, it's breathtaking all the same.
Welcome home, my lady.
What? Wait a minute. Is that the butler that was at the beginning of the game? I remember that Laura had a butler at the beginning of the game.
How long have you been there? Interesting. I couldn't sense him at all.
I've returned, Klaus. I see that your proficiency in the art of concealment has not diminished in my time away from home.
On the contrary, my age has begun to get the better of me, I'm afraid. Watching you grow and mature is the only joy left to an old man like me.
Surely you jest. Can I assume that Father not coming to meet us means that he's currently away from Legram?
I'm afraid so. He also mentioned that he was unsure when he might return.
I did expect that might be the case. Nonetheless, allow me to introduce you. Everyone, this is Klaus, the Arside family steward. He fills in for my father in his absence and serves as acting master for the Arside School of Swordsmanship.
The acting master?
Huh, sounds like one amazing old guy.
Butler Klaus.
I trust you all had a pleasant trip, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7. Let me be the first to welcome you to Legram. If you'll come with me, I'll escort you to the mansion.
Okie dokie. Still, it doesn't look like the years have really changed too much. Here. It's like walking into a bygone era.
You can really see the influence of the animism in the region too. Just look at this stone monument. I believe that was built long before the Arside family was entrusted with the governance of this region, which would make it several hundred years old at the very least.
It has a rather strange shape too.
Oh, what's that?
Heh. It appears to be a statue of the Lance Maiden. That just makes me more concerned. Because that actually is very similar to how Arianhad looked. Why is it...
That's right. The center statue is the Lance Maiden herself, while those beside her are two of the Einsritter. I believe that these were made over 200 years ago as well.
Indeed, tradition holds that they were constructed to honor the achievements of Saint Sandlot. Incidentally, the knight kneeling on the lower right is the ancestor of the Viscount.
Huh, so that's Laura's great-great-great-grandfather, huh? You'll need a few more grades. We're about 10 generations apart. Lady Laura!
Oh, hello.
Hey Laura, I'm so pleased to see you back in Legram. The Viscount did mention that you'd be returning.
I'm so happy to see you again, Lady Laura. I'm so glad to see you're all well. I'm just back for 2 or 3 days on a field study as part of my coursework at the Academy. I'll be sure to visit more with each of you later. Oh, of course, please do. I'd love to hear all about how the life at the Academy's been treating you. She seems to be quite popular around here.
Yeah, looks like the Viscount's family has built up a good relationship with the people of Legram. Eustace? Hey!
You! Wait!
What?
Looks like they finally showed up. Now it's been pretty busy around here lately. I could use a hand.
You again?
You!
Huh? Oh, well, just look over their task one more time, just to be sure. So the Brazier Guild is still active in Legram. I think they actually mentioned that now I think about it. I'm pretty sure they mentioned that before. What's that sound? Oh. That makes a lot more sense. I can hear the ring of steel on steel. Undoubtedly the sounds of swords crossing.
Ah, so this must be the Arside School's training hall.
Indeed it is. I have more memories in this building than I could possibly count. Although many of them involve being soundly defeated by my father or Klaus.
My apologies, my lady.
Well, it's pretty apparent he's not your run-of-the-mill butler. You can tell by the way he carries himself. He has a master's poise.
Whoa! And this is about Viscount Arside's mansion.
Oh, so this is where Laura lived. You'd expect nothing less from a Viscount. And it seems to be built on a hill overlooking the town, too. It was originally built with the intent that it could function as a stronghold should the need ever arise. Welcome to the home of Viscount Arside. Allow me to show you around in my father's stead.
I like this place. They even got a Bracer Guild that still seems functioning here. Arside Family Manor. So this is our room. Near the girls' room. What a nice place.
Wow.
What an incredible view.
It's so beautiful.
It's not often I take in a view this spectacular.
Say, is that Lohengrin Castle, right?
Whoa, a castle! Ah, that must be Legram's famous landmark. Indeed, that's Lohengrin Castle. During the War of the Lions, it served as the Lance main stronghold.
How much you want to bet we're going to be finding Arianod in there at some point during this arc?
Same's castle, towering on the shore of a shimmering lake. Just seeing it there in all of its majesty makes me want to sit at brush to canvas.
It does seem like a scene tailor-made for painting.
I agree, but there'll be plenty of time to take in the scenery later. Right now, we need to go pick up our list of field study tasks.
Oh, right.
Are you the one who prepared our task for us, Klaus?
Actually, the assigning of your duties here has been entrusted to a professional.
A professional in what? Can you elaborate?
Head to the Bracer Guild in the town's central plaza. At the master's behest, they've taken on the responsibility of preparing all the tasks of your field study.
Bracer Guild?
There's a branch here in Legram. Indeed, there's a small branch of the guild in this town for many years. My family has a good relationship with the guild. They've done much for us in the town over the years. Oh, really? Well, whatever. Not like they asked me to do anything.
What are you babbling on about?
Nothing much. Just thinking out loud.
William, I swear to God.
Anyway, looks like we need to pay a visit to the guild.
Yeah, I'd like to get through as many of today's tasks as we can.
We'll be taking our leave now, Klaus.
Of course. Please, take care, everyone.
Well, let's go see. Yeah, I like this place. Very cool. But let's go get our tasks. This is not the Bracer Guild. This is the Bracer Guild.
This building is the Legram branch of the Bracer Guild.
Okay. And it's this guy again. Oh, the guild emblem. I must not have noticed it earlier with all the mist.
Strange. The branches in the capital closed due to political pressure, but this one still seems to be active.
The Legram branch continues to operate as it always has. That's why I was rather surprised to find out that the capital's branches were no longer active. Come to think of it, we met a Bracer back when we were in Berehard for our field study. But I saw no signs of a guild branch there either.
It was closed a year ago. Though as I understand it, the pressure to close came from the Duke's household, not the Imperial government. Is that so?
Well, Bracers are an eyesore to most of those well-to-do types. They don't bow to authority, you can't bribe them with Mira. They're all about protecting civilians. Give them any excuse is to lean on the Bracers to get them out of the picture, and that's exactly what they're gonna do. William, that's kind of...
You don't mince words, do you? Choice words coming from an intelligence division operative. Do you not think you're Do you think you're not complicit in this?
Well, it's less us and more Gramps. He went barging into the branches in the capital himself and started telling them what they could and couldn't do.
Wow.
That explains the instructor's frosty temperament towards him.
Man, you guys sure know how to poke a guy where it hurts, don't you?
Oh.
Now there's a familiar face. I'm pleased to see you again, Tobal. Oh, you know each other.
Nah, we ran into each other once a couple months ago. Long time no see, Laura. Sounds like Sarah's keeping your nose on the grindstone, huh?
Wait, so... You must be the former associate of our instructor, I take it.
Pretty much. Bracer Toval. I'm Toval Randonor. I'm Toval Randonor, a bracer with the guild here in the Empire. Good to meet you, ladies and gents of Class 7. Toval, pleasure to meet ya.
Yeah, looks like it's still a functioning bracer guild here. It's kind of weird to see one after so long. Wait a minute. So it wasn't a coincidence that we ran into in Berehard?
Bingo. Sarah told me you were going to be there. She wanted me to keep an eye out for you and step in if you ever got in a real tight spot. But she insisted I play casual and not give myself away. Man, that part was a lot harder than I thought it'd be.
I had no idea. Thank you so much for all your assistance back then.
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to bust out Machias without your help. You may not have directly assisted me, but I suppose you have my thanks nonetheless.
You're welcome. Sarah's repaid that debt in full though, so don't worry about it.
Interesting. I had no idea that you'd already met some of the members of our class. Incidentally, Toval, the guild standing here in the Erebonius certainly seems to have shifted over the past 2 years.
Yeah, no doubt. Basically every branch here in the Empire was shut down after the government started putting pressure on us. Some of us found work in a different field, like Sarah. Others transferred to branches outside the country. We all agreed to get back together if we can ever resume operations in Erebonia again. Until then, we're just trying to keep a low profile, scraping out a living for ourselves.
Well, it's at least nice to know that they're all willing to come back.
Sounds like a difficult life.
Still, with the guild having aimed to decrease its presence, isn't there more than enough work for the remaining branches? I wish. Railway Military Police deals with a lot of the stuff that we would have handled before. Our little lady friend in particular keeps herself pretty busy.
I mean Claire. Yep, she sure is a hard worker. Although with all the time she spends on work, it's no wonder she doesn't have a boyfriend.
Bruh. Milliam?
I'm not sure you should go around sharing the details of people's private lives without their consent.
Well, I've found enough work to keep the lights on here anyway. And this branch has the Viscount's approval, so we can display our sign without getting in trouble.
That's how it is.
Well, it's nice to hear that the Viscount seems pretty supportive of the guild. He seems to find much of himself in the Bracer's way of life. Self-reliance, pride, a focus on helping others. He's long said that if he were free of other responsibilities, he would join the guild and work as a Bracer himself.
Really? Sounds like a cool guy then.
Oh my, that seems very...
How do you think a man who owns territory in the Empire could just up and join the Braces?
The Radiant Blade Master himself has a Bracer, huh? In terms of strength and seeming, he's probably on par with Cassius Bright. I bet he'd make an S-rank right on the spot.
Yeah, there's Cassius again mentioned. How do you know Cassius? Hang on. You know Cassius Bright. Why do you know Cassius, child?
I believe he's currently a brigadier or general in the Liberalian army, as well as the bearer of the title Divine Blade.
Huh, guess I should expect no less from a member of the Intelligence Division. Anyway, that's how the Viscount ended up asking me to sort out some tasks for your field study. Let me give you those to you now.
Let's look at them. Let's see. Many hands make light work. Duncan, I need someone to replace a lot of orbment lights all along the highway. If you like putting lights into things, you can find me at Wateo Store. Ebel Highway Monster. A monster has been spotted roaming the Ebel Highway, and he's a big one. Crocodark, Ebel Highway. I request that Class 7 deal with this threat as soon as they possibly can. Total. And the R-Side School training bout. I wish for Butter Class. I wish for Lady Laura and you, her classmates, to engage in a friendly training bout against students of the R-Side School. When you've prepared sufficiently, please make your way to the training hall, which is down the stairs outside the mansion and to the right. Study area is defined as a 200 cell radius around Legram. Each student must record his or her activities daily to be remitted to the instructor upon request.
Oh, so this is how your field studies go?
Generally, yeah. Should we come back tomorrow to pick up our next set of tests, then?
Yeah, I've got some more work I could use your help with. I'm pretty shorthand here, so we've got a real monster of a backlog building up. I'm counting on you to pave the way to the easy street for me, okay?
Will do. Alright then, let's waste no time getting started.
Looks like one of the requests is from the training hall. It seems to be from Klaus.
Got a monster extermination request too. We'll have to head out into the highway for that one.
It'd be nice if we could cover as many of the townspeople requests as possible too. This is so cool!
Question. Why do you have a...
Couldn't help but notice that Sarah set you up with a curriculum really similar to the work we bracers do. I guess actual brace work like the stuff I've been throwing at you must come pretty naturally to you at this point.
There's some truth in that for sure. By the way, would you mind if I asked you something?
Fire away.
I know you gave us a hint back there, back at the bar in Berea Hard. There's also the fact that Instructor Sarah showed up with perfect timing right when we needed her.
Oh yeah. Your timing is a little too convenient. Did you come after receiving word from the Provincial Army? No, I actually heard about what was happening a little earlier from a friend of mine. As soon as the news reached my ears, I shot to my feet and got right in contact with the director here. And he was kind enough to give me a ride on his airship back from the capital.
I see. Was that your doing?
Well, you see...
So essentially, things worked out for us, thanks to his pulling strings behind the scenes. I see that the Bracers live up to their reputation.
Does it make sense why they're not too popular with certain folks?
Listen, that was just a one-off, alright? I jumped through some serious hoops to make sure everything worked out, you know?
You've been in his debt all this time without even realizing it.
Indeed. I'm glad to know we can count someone as reliable as him as an ally.
Oh, let me at least tell you where you can find that monster in your mission. It's on the highway, but a pretty good distance from town. Probably close to 200 Selsh, if I had to guess. Right at the edge of your field study area. Seems to be a pretty mean one too, so make sure you're all ready before you take the first swing.
Well, I want to make sure I can actually go out into Ebel Highway without any complications first, because I might farm a bit. Looks like the fog's just as thick on the highway as it is in town.
It does go a long way towards keeping the temperature down, but it certainly doesn't help the visibility.
True. Even we locals lose our sense of direction out on the highway sometimes. But ever since they built the railway through here, there haven't been nearly as many people traveling this road. We need to pay extra attention to our surroundings to make sure we don't become lost.
That would be wise. And don't forget, there's no telling when some beast may try and jump out at us.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go!
Let's not. Let's in fact save the game and then end here for today. Again, might farm a little bit on my own time. Don't know. We'll see. But thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed and hope to see you all later. Peace.